Hello, good evening, and welcome to our show tonight. Um, I am Lilian Wambura. I am I'm the host on Sauti Mzalendo TV. And this evening, we are going to talk about our topic, which is the Mary University students' protest. And I have a guest here in our studio who is going to help me get the full information and ask questions about everything that is going on and see how we can tackle it and how we want our country to take this matter very serious concerning with the recent protests and the recent students have been getting like they are getting issues in school. So today we are going to talk it and welcome.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Lillian. My name is Bila Muthoni. Today's guest.
Yeah.
Today we are talking about the protest, ongoing protest
Yes.
that have been happening in Kenya, especially for the Mary University students. And we want to ask ourselves, is it a protest that should be against the students, or are the students right for what they are doing? And before we start our show, I would love us to maybe subscribe to the YouTube channel of
Yes, of course. Yes, Sauti Mzalendo TV. You can get it on YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we start, as I said earlier, my name is Bila Muthoni. I'm the CEO of Bila Muthoni Foundation. This is a foundation that mostly deals with boys and mental illness, especially in our country, Kenya.
Yes, wow.
In the recent days, so many people are getting into depression, especially men, and that's why I came up with this foundation to support the boy child.
Which is nice, it's nice.
In the mental...
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes in Kenya unakosa kazi, unapata depression.
Then you just think, nifanye nini?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Mostly
we come up with nice, good ideas to help the society and the community as a whole.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And you can still get some extra income from all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep on, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
So today we are going to talk about the protest that has been going on in Kenya, especially for university students.
Yes.
And that's why our topic today is about the university students. We call them comrades. So we say comrades power.
Yes, yeah.
So we are going to major on Kenyatta University students. We saw them on the roads protesting. And the Mary University students.
This happened recently. I think this early morning I saw some students were demonstrating on the road and about their comrade who was, I think, killed.
Yeah.
So today we want to know what is going on. How are we going to be able to protect all these incidents that's coming up? Because it's so painful to hear a young soul losing their life because of this kind of things that can be controlled.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So before I even start today's topic, allow me to say hello to some of the viewers who are viewing us.
Go on,
Number one, I would love to say hi to my mom and dad and all my siblings. They are in Muranga and my siblings in Nakuru.
Yes.
Because, you know, when I don't say hi to them, I don't know where I'm going to go after the show.
After the show, yeah.
My mom is called Ruth and my dad is called Willie. I also want to say hi to the members of Muranga Political Battlefront. It's a very strong political wing, online political wing.
You are such a good influencer. Yeah. You have a lot of things that is protecting you.
Yeah.
You know, you have a foundation, you have this youth something. So I'm happy for you, and I'm happy because what you are doing is you are enlightening other youths.
Absolutely.
Who can come up and with something useful to keep themselves busy.
Yeah.
So that is so good. So good. Yeah.
Yeah, I say hello to the admin. He's called Danson. We call him senior admin.
Wow.
Political Battlefront and also Jambi.
Okay.
And also my managing director, Sarafina, in my foundation.
Yeah.
She's doing a good job representing me. Okay. Maybe when I'm busy at work. Yeah, and also say hi to Madrid Forum chairman. He's called Mike Steve.
Okay.
You know, fraternity in Muranga County.
Wow.
Yeah. We shall visit there sometime.
We will.
It's a land of honey.
Yes.
You don't need to go to gym because it's hilly.
Yeah. So it is mulima.
Yeah.
I'm hearing mulima.
You are right. In fact, when we say usiguze Murima, Murima is Muranga. Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for you, Viola.
Thank you.
I'm happy I called you and you are ready to come up and join in in Sauti Mzalendo TV news. Here we cover Kenyan news. Mostly we want to know, we want to have an opinion, we want to use to ask questions, we want to give our viewers a voice to talk by commenting, liking, and sharing the videos, live the videos, so that they can be able to discuss and see how we can come up with a solution. Because what is going on, to say the truth, it should not be. Because as I went through the news, I think it was something that could have been prevented.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it could have been prevented than losing a soul. So that's why we want to talk about it. So question number 1, I just want to ask you, why did Mary University student protest, and what was the cause?
Recently, on Monday 27th January 2025, there was a man and his girlfriend. They were coming from, I think, shopping or getting dinner, of which it's normal. Getting, it's not a bad thing. We are all adults, And now he was stabbed, according to the recent news on television and everywhere on social media. The guy was stabbed, and he was stabbed at we call it just around the chest. So maybe the heart was injured. So vile walimdunga, he just died. And I think
did he die instantly? Or he went to hospital?
He just died instantly, because I think there was a stabbing in the heart. That was
very strong.
So I think the unknown attackers are getting investigated, and that's why the students are going and asking for justice.
Justice, yes. They want to hear, or they want to help. They want the government, or they want action to be taken.
Absolutely. So the students were demonstrating because there was no insecurity around the university. Because if there was security around the university, the thieves could not have gotten the chance, or the robbers to attack him. So that is the main issue, that there is rising cases of insecurities around the university. And not only the university, but even within the locality.
Okay. So when did this protest take place exactly?
As I said earlier, the protest took place on Tuesday, January 2025, on Monday night. So the following day, that's when they came up, and the students, comrades, they always have the comradeship. That's when they went outside there. They started asking or seeking for justice, and that's when they were protesting.
So they were like, the students were demanding the answers why their own was killed.
Absolutely.
And let's say that maybe what they want from the government, they want to improve security, to make sure that they are secured in school. And also they want better street lights, things like those can help.
Sorry. The main
and many more police patrols.
Absolutely, you're right. So the main reason that the students were protesting is that they needed improved security, because if the area, for example, I understand the police station is new. So even maybe the police maybe who are posted there are not even many. So the moment maybe, for example, this side of the area, the other side doesn't have police to do patrol. So that is one thing that I would like the government to do. Maybe increase the number of police in the police station or in the police post, so that they can enhance the security around there.
Like,
I also understand
doing a lot of patrols.
Absolutely, So the police need to do regularly patrol, and also the area is so dark, so they need some street lights. So there is no way someone can just do some things at a broad daylight. You know, when you have the street lights, it's going to be, the light is going to be there.
At least people will be scared.
Yeah.
And they will know that there is someone might see them from afar.
Yeah.
So what actions have been taken to improve the security in that area? Do you know anything, like, or who is the MP from the area or anything? Because this is an institution whereby I expect security to be alert.
Yeah.
So how has it been? Anything like the locals or any CCTV around?
So number one, we understand that this action was done by the I'm not so sure, and I don't want to admit this, but according to them, kulingana na wao
vile wanasema,
vile wanasema sasa, the incident, or among the people who did this action, one of them, or the boda that was used, you know, the bike that was used, was for I think the area chief, of which it's a very disgusting thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because I don't expect
an area chief.
Yeah.
How can an area chief allow his motorbike to be used?
And that thing was very disgusting.
Because they are the ones who should protect
the
students.
Yeah, because the area chief, the students were so eager, they were so like walikuwa wamekasirika kabisa mpaka wakaenda wakachoma hiyo nyumba yote yake ya chief, kwa sababu it's a shame, because I as the chief, I'm supposed to be a good example. Why could I give my son or my friend a boda to go and use it to kill people? And because that is murdering. Why could I use my own motorbike to go and give people and murder?
To use it for
murdering.
Murdering.
So I think that's a very disgusting thing.
Because they are the ones who should protect people. They are not there to use things like to encourage. Because first, this person that was on the motorbike, he's the one who caused this murder, isn't it? And is the person arrested?
According to the latest news, I don't want to say things that are not there, but no official communication of any arrest that has been made. The only thing that we are sure is the people they are known now, and so the police are making sure that they do more investigation concerning the same. So there is a launched investigation that is being done, and they are working hard to identify the culprits that are responsible for the murder. So I think so far they have launched an investigation to find out, to get the murderers.
And how has the Meru University administration responded about the case?
Number one, it's very sad to hear that there is the closure of Meru University. I think they're calling it indefinite. Indefinite, you can just choose to stay in the school or just go. It's very bad, and it's a very bad thing. Instead of closing the institution, first of all, we want even to condemn these actions of robbery. I don't expect how Kindiki comes from that Embu or Meru within that area, and he allows the school to be closed. Why should you close the school instead of getting a solution?
Like to bring the police to make sure other students are protected.
Absolutely.
And so that they can continue their studies.
So we want to condemn such actions, because I don't expect how the nominated deputy president, because that's a nominated, we never elected him, is allowing, or he's not aware of what is happening in that locality, or even Kawira Mwangaza, who is the governor there, who is allowing this action. Like, you can't just close a school because there is insecurity. For me, I think one needs to bring security or increase the level of security in that area. Because once you close the school, what about the people living in that village?
In the local ones.
In the local world. So I think the government should take actions, or the local community leaders should take more actions to ensure that they're even protecting their own people. Instead of closing the university, because we understand wanafunzi hawajakataa kusoma na wanafunzi wako tayari kusoma. So I don't see.
They just have that fear because they are not protected.
Yeah, you never know tomorrow if
I know.
it's you or any other person. So I think the local community leaders and the community itself have supported the students to call out for better security in the area. So because it's the cases might continue increasing.
So this means that the local community has not reacted, like the local, the chief, the MPs around, they are still doing the investigation, and while the students, some of them are sent home.
But you see, the students cannot. The students
Yes.
cannot. The chief himself. I don't even know how he can be an example now. Tunasemanga kwa Kikuyu. Yani ukia. Meaning like amechoma hata kwa sababu this action was being like read indirectly from, like it came from him. We don't want to say this. We don't have any confirmation
of
but
evidence.
According to what is being said, his motorbike was being used to rob those people. So how can he lead in the front line, or how can he be in the front line to condemn such bad actions in the area? But I think the area the police and the community at large are supporting the students to enhance more better security in the area.
Okay, so this means that because of that, it also affected the local businessmen. I know, like businesses, they are just at standstill because of fear. So this is a matter that is very serious, and we think they should be, as they continue to see what to do or to get evidence, they should put control. At least they should send police there for patrols. What are students saying about the insecurity issues? That one I think you have said. Because it's like they want to be protected, of course.
And the students don't feel safe walking outside the campus, especially at night, because I don't know if the thief is going to do more revenge before he's caught. So the students are demanding and they are in fear and nothing but like living in a place in fear. I remember I was once...
Your own home, you live in fear, or students where they feel they are safe. They feel they are not safe.
So they
even parents.
Everybody in that locality.
And not only that locality, even the families of the students. They will be worried. So it's not something good, to say the truth. So what are the next steps after the protest?
Before we go to the next steps, I would also want to understand the fear the students have. I remember one day I was robbed and I was told, bring your phone, and wawezi wakaniekea kisu hapa. So if it were you, si ungewapatia tu instead of kupishana na wao. So since that day I started having that fear. I cannot even walk alone sometimes because there is that should I say it's an illusion or a delusion, like I see everybody like nikiona mtu nafikiria kila mtu ni mkora. So I think the students now have developed that fear because you never know what tomorrow, or if it's going to be you tomorrow. So I think they are demanding for an immediate action to take place so that they can protect the student. And also, protest, once there is protest in an area or in a community or in a town, the level of business goes down. So it's really affecting so many things like business owners, and because you cannot go to open a business because probably vitu zako zitaibiwa na utaenda hasara. With the current economic crisis in Kenya, you don't want to risk, you very careful with your money. You don't want to risk your money. So
especially at this time, people are they are struggling.
They are very hungry.
They can do anything to get money because life has gone up. Everything is just up. So let's just try to be patient, also to do what is supposed to be done by the government. The government has to come up and at least help us protect our people, protect our institutions, and make sure that everything is done.
But it's as much as we are asking the government to protect us, I think we also need to protect ourselves as well.
Yes.
Of course, God protect us, but we don't leave everything to God. We have to be logic sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
When you're going outside there, just be careful with who you walk with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just live a kind of a private life. Like, people don't know what you own. People don't know the type of phone you use, because I can't walk with an iPhone outside and I have it.
Yeah.
So you are going to ensure that you take that
You
phone
take
from me.
it,
So
yeah.
let people don't show off what they have. And also with the Kasongo, we call it Kasongo,
Yeah.
or the Kaongo government. People have to be very much careful, because people are hungry as well. But haimaanishi kwa sababu huna pesa uende ukimbia watu, yeah?
No.
So I think even the government is serikali inaleta hii mambo ya the Kasongo government inaleta hii mambo ya ukora kwa sababu we are truly hungry, we don't have any money. So the moment I get a chance to go and pick something from someone or steal something and sell it for money, I'll do it, because I don't have jobs, I don't have any money. I just remember a story that is going around the social media.
Yes.
There were some men who were going to they are 23 and 26 years old, so they are just young people, and they were just pretending to be government officials. But I don't blame them. These people have their masters, they have their degrees, or
they don't have work.
Yeah, but they don't have jobs. So these people are trying their best to get something, at least to feed themselves and their families. Some of these people are breadwinners, so that is not the best way, but they are trying every step to survive. So
yes, I know. I think life has come it is very hard this time this time is very hard. And as you said, people, you can't blame people, but also we as citizens, we just need to make sure that we are safe. Like, if coming from somewhere late, you see, it can bring problem, because there's some places like now Meru near Meru, that local area. For this to happen, this means the security is not good. So let's just be vigilant and see what we can do. But we have to protect ourselves, even though we are waiting for the government to protect us, isn't it? Yeah, we know what has been going on in our country, abductions and all this stuff. So we just need to be careful.
Yeah. So you've got a very brilliant point about abduction. Though it's not among here, but it's also kind of an insecurities issue. The police that we expect to protect us are the one who are taking part in this. I remember a story of someone called Uticas Gesho. He's my good friend. He's from Kegumo. And he was abducted. That is last year. And people pretended to be the police. We don't know if they were the police or they were not the police, but some rumor says, I don't want to mention that
they were not.
Because I come from Ranga, I might be abducted next.
Be careful.
The people are known. So, and I just don't say shame on them for what they did. They were known. So that man called Uticas Nkesho was abducted for trying to air out. In Kenya, it's like you cannot speak what you are going through, like you don't have a platform. So the moment you condemn the bad governance in Kenya, the people who are supposed to protect you are the police. But in the front line, not everyone, or not all of them, but the people who are supposed to protect you are the one who are coming to abduct you. They kill you, or even they slaughter you, like unapata kichwa moja, like hata they don't care about us.
Unazipata separate.
So
but Beulah, to come on that point, that's a very, very good point, and very this point, like when they abduct, like the cases that has been going on, it was said that these youths, they were the ones who were criticizing the government, like cartooning the government and our president. How do you think about, how can you tell the young, the Gen Zs about this? Apart from being apart from having mercy on them, do you think like what they are doing, how can you advise?
You've got a very good point. I would just ask the government, if you can see people making animations or funny of you, why don't you see their comments about bad governance? Wao wako tayari kuona zile cartoons, like wanaona zile cartoons zikikomentiwa mahali, wanaziona, si ndio? And it's very good you have come up with that point. Wanaona hizo cartoons, lakini once we make a complaint, they don't see. So it. I would ask even the Gen Z to continue doing more so that they can see what the people are trying to say. Because if they can see the cartoons, like if they are lying on the sorry to say so, and
some have died, they do such
that is very bad. But again, I want to condemn the government, because if they can see such animations of them, why don't they search the reason behind that? Ni vile watu wamechoka sasa, wameongea na serikali hata haioni comments zao concerning even the SHA. Let's talk about the SHA and the SHE and whatever we call it, shisha or whatever. They don't see the comments toward that, and they never did any public participation about that. But once I make a comment with a funny cartoon, they come and abduct me. But my question is, if you can see the funny cartoons, why don't you see the bad comments? So the government is showing us, ama wanatuonyesha ya kwamba they have ignorance, and that is very arrogant, kwa sababu they are ignoring the people who have employed them. Unaona? Wanatu ignore kwa sababu wanaona mambo mabaya, lakini once we air out what you want to say, or if it's bad governance condemnation, they don't want to see that point, but they can see the funny animation. So I would love to ask the Gen Z, we can still I don't want to say to continue, but let's fight. Let's get more ways to criticize the government or to condemn the bad governance,
but in a good way. So that we can be able to, they can hear us, our cry. And also, let's just have that respect and discipline to our government. That's what I can say as Sauti Mzalendo TV News. Also, we need to look and see how to protect our own. We should respect our president. Just remember, our president just started like 2022. It's going to 3 years now. So let's give him, time. Let's give him time. I know there is a lot to be done. Let's give him time, and also advise our siblings and children, our young one. I know it is tough time now, but let's just see how to approach it.
As much as we are respecting the government, or we are respecting the president, he can also respect us. It's respect is a two-way. But the time it's kind of he's neglecting us, and he's just thinking about his own people. You can read about the CEO of many companies or the managers of many companies in Kenya. Most of them are his tribe, and that is tribalism. But the moment Rigathi Gachagua started saying watu wa mlima, he also said it's tribalism. So himself, he's conducting tribalism when it comes to job opportunities, or tunasema cheo. But once we start fighting Kikuyu Unite, let me say that way, watu wa mlima waki unite, he says that we are very tribal. So respect is a two-way thing. Ruto, the president, should just respect us by lowering the cost of living in Kenya, because life is becoming so terrible. Unapata ulikuwa naenda kununua mandazi 10 bob, unapata ni 15 bob. That 15 bob, getting it in Kenya is very hard.
It is,
some people even don't get 10 bob a day. So life is becoming so expensive. So as much as you want to respect the government, the government should look whatever we want. Na pia in terms of let me say, I love saying this point. We are trying to act like developed countries, whereby we want to do things like affordable house, like in the Europe countries, how there are affordable houses. But we have not reached that level. You cannot just say we need affordable houses, where else even the cost of living, getting that food to go ujenge hiyo affordable house, hiyo chakula ya kukula ndo kesho kuwe na nguvu ya kwenda kutafuta kazi ya mjengo, hakuna. So how are you trying, like, let me say, what is the government trying to show us? So the life is becoming so expensive, and I think that's not the way to go. And that's why even the US president is trying to even kuacha kutupea hizo msaada, kwa sababu hata akitupea msaada, the life is becoming extremely expensive. Like hata yeye mwenyewe anaona hakuna impact atafanya.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think respect should be a two-way traffic between the government and the Kenyans, or we call it in our tribe, wajiko.
Yeah. So I know you are a Gen Z.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell our Gen Zs just one or two message. Leave them with something. How can you advise them? There is a lot of things they can do. I know it will take some time, but they can try. As a Gen Z, how can you advise your other Gen Zs about life?
Before I even advise them, as we were talking about university students, number one, before we finish even our show, I would love to touch on a new model funding system. This is a funding system that is very, very terrible to our students.
Wow.
Because I remember, in fact, let me talk about this before we end our show. I think we are getting high taxation in Kenya, and I always say about high taxation in Kenya.
Yes.
You get kama wewe ni mwalimu unapata 60,000, ile pesa unapata ni kitu 40,000 per month. Unashangaa hii 20,000 inaenda wapi? Inaenda kwa SHA, inaenda kwa affordable houses, inaenda kwa sijui SHA and whatever. So you get 20,000 ishakulua hivyo. So 20,000 ishaenda hivyo, and you get 40,000. So the taxation that has been made there, it's enough for you to get free education in Kenya, because where are you taking the tax? We need free education in Kenya, because hiyo tax inafaa isimamie vitu kaa hizo. Kama ni hospitali, I remember one day I was sick and I tried going to hospital. Before I even get an injection, naitishwa 2,000 for registration. I didn't have any money. I almost even succumbed to death because I don't have that money. No jobs in Kenya. So I think the government should try looking into our needs. Like, if you're taxing us, hatukatai mtu tax, because we are supposed to be taxed. But let that money do something that we can see. If it's education, let education be free. Ati mtoto ukipata, weta huna shida yako kubwa sasa itakuwa chakula Kenya mtakula nyumbani, kwa sababu in school, the students are eating in school. They have conducive learning environment. Like, let me just give an example. In the capital city of Mount Kenya is Murang'a.
Murang'a. I need to come to Murang'a and one day and visit around. You know, me, I come from Western.
Oh, you come from Western?
Those sides of Amos Wako.
Okay.
That's where I come from.
I know the guy.
Busia County.
Busia,
Yes.
So, I was talking about education and conducive learning environment in the capital city of Mount Kenya, where is Murang'a, uko kwa Dindinyoro. Now, I love saying Kiharo is the capital city of Murang'a.
You know, Kiharo is isn't Dindinyoro Kiharo?
Yeah,
they are doing. By the way, they are doing very well.
Yeah, Dindinyoro.
Are you happy with them?
I'm very happy with
your MP. Is he MP or governor?
He's our MP.
Your MP,
but I come from Madhya constituency, whereby before I even go there, let me say about education in Kiharo. Kiharo is the let me say it's the capital city of Murang'a. Because it's doing very well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, Kiharo is doing
in terms of what?
Education. If it's conducive learning environment, you find the classes on tiles. The Denyoro is really working. And I want to condemn the action that Kidiki said Alita Denyoro assistant chief in front of people. And that was so bad. I want to condemn. Unajua atatupata tu Murang'a, atakuja kutuonyesha assistant chief ni nani. We condemn those things.
So what do you want to tell the agencies?
Okay. So there's a point I want to drive before we tell the
we still have time.
So I was talking about taxation in Kenya, and the high taxation we can see like what is doing. Kama unaenda hospitali unalala siku mbili, you don't have job, the bill is piling up to 50,000, 30,000, you don't have that money. So I would love the government to look forward to working with us as well, to know how we can live lower the cost of living in Kenya. If it's education, like they are taxing us. I wonder why they tax us, and we can see if it's the roads. There are so many accidents, and I have a car, and sometimes the insurance, I haven't updated the insurance, or the license has expired, and I continue driving that car, and once I make an accident, or I do an accident, or cause an accident, mimi nahitaji tu kupea karau 500 na karau pia wanafinyirwa sana in Kenya.
You are giving karau 500.
Yeah, that's corruption.
Na umekose mtu amekufa.
Exactly. So mini
that corruption is too cheap.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't blame the police because if I would be asked, the people who are supposed to get paid in Kenya is the teachers. Not, of course everybody should get paid.
Yes.
But the people who are supposed to be looked into is the teachers, anybody who is in medical
doctors,
field,
yes,
and also the police, because we need security.
We need security, we need health, and we need education.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the moment unaenda kulipa polisi 20,000, akona familia, akona watoto wako shule, akona nyumba nafaa kulipa rent, akona house manager,
so school fees, it has become hard, and maybe our government should put that into consideration and make sure that they pay our lecturers, our teachers, our police, and our doctors. Because if you don't pay them, they won't have that morale. Like doctors, they are the ones who ndio wanatulinda. Bila hao tutakufa. And it is so shameful to see them having strike on the roads and they sick people dying in hospitals. Same to our teachers and our police.
So I would ask the government to continue paying the lecturers. Recently, there have been a strike for the lecturers. Sasa ndo madaktari pia, jobs, no internships, and no payments for the medical practitioners, and also for the... So I was saying that the police officers or the police security officers, they sometimes I don't blame them kwa sababu mtu anapata 10,000, unashangaa hii sasa nitapeleka wapi? Lakini nikichukua hongo ya 500 kila siku,
it's better even.
But of which they know it's bad, but sometimes the situation leads you there. So the government should ensure that there are more ways or more policies to prevent corruption and bribing in Kenya. But if they pay you a good salary as well, hutashinda ukichukua ile pesa. Utenda, you report the case to the court and appropriate action is taken towards maybe if I've caused an accident or if overspeeding on the roads and all that. So as we conclude our show, how does so?
And also before you finish, you know that thing of taxation about police. You know, these policemen, it is 2 days ago, they said they will be catering for their own lunch. Did you see?
Wajeshi.
Yeah, Wajeshi, that they will be having like pay as you eat.
That's so bad.
I don't know if it has already passed or they are still talking about it to see how to... You know, so it's going to be hard on them, being that they are getting less money and they want to stop their lunch, which they are used to all these years. So I think also the government will see and look at it again. Yes.
So I think the government is heading to a wrong direction because you cannot tell the wanajeshi the wanajeshi sasa unaambia wanajeshi aje walipa wakikula na ndo wanatulinda. That is not even making it.
This is our Kenya.
It's not making sense.
But you know the government is going to work and see how to...
But you know, mwanajeshi surely. You could even tell a teacher not to eat, of course, which it can never happen. But mwanajeshi, you know, these are people who are protecting not even a constituency, but the Kenya itself from the attacks of the maybe Al-Shabaabs and you know their attacks. So I would love the government to look forward to to look into that issue of pain as you eat, so that tukue kwa mwelekeo mzuri.
So we are going to read the comments and see how our viewers, because we said they can comment as well. They can comment and tell us what they are thinking about. So that we can hear their voice.
Of course.
That's why we are at Sauti Mzalendo. At Sauti Mzalendo, our voice matters. And our citizens, we want them to have that voice to talk if there's anything they would like, so that even if our president and our government will see Sauti Mzalendo, they will know, oh, this is what this is what citizens have talked. So through reading those comments, I think it will also help.
So I can see someone calling himself poison pen. People don't care what they say. Ati Kenya Kenya is cursed. Kasongo is cursed. Of
Wow.
course, sometimes we need to pray for our president.
Yeah.
And I think we can close our eyes and pray
And
for our
our
president right
president.
now.
But you know, he embraced that Kasongo. So
Yeah.
he's okay. He's okay with it. And he embraced it and he was happy about it.
Yeah.
So so everything was, it's okay. So
Yeah.
so Beula, we want to go through this
Comments.
yeah, where's the link?
Someone called William is saying hi mommy.
Oh,
So
wow. Hi, William.
I don't know who they are talking about.
Hello, William. Thank you for joining to our live show.
Yeah, so I would also say someone called Sarah is tuned in
Yes.
tonight.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for your comment and joining us. Be free. This is your channel, Sauti Mzalendo. We'll be doing lives frequently so that we can hear the voice of our people on the ground. So through this, we'll be able to pass this message to our government and through our social medias. So it is, you are most welcome.
Yeah.
Who else?
Someone called Mary Minor.
Oh, Mary.
Poison is saying we are not afraid. In fact, where we are now,
Yeah.
people are not afraid of saying anything because we are really oppressed by the government. So nobody's afraid like going to ask for justice. They say like, if I die, I die, but I die asking for justice. Even God hates. And let me say God hateful. So you cannot be oppressed and still keep quiet. So you
Yes.
have to go and fight. You know, I think protesting is a right in Kenya.
It is a right, and it also a way of telling our government that there's something going which is not right.
Yeah.
So through this protest, it is like we are crying for your help. You come and see what is going on so that you can be able to rescue us.
But there is a very bad behavior in our country, Kenya.
Yeah.
I remember the time of Gen Z revolution. This is the most revolution that is going to be remembered.
Yes.
The young leader revolution, the Gen Z.
Yeah.
They were going outside, scheme for justice, for the trying to deny or reject the finance bill because the finance bill had a lot of problems like the finance bill ilikuwa ni kama personal interest of the politicians or the leaders who we elected and the nominated, especially the nominated as well. So once they went to the uko kwa ground, ground, or they went to protest, most of them were killed. There was a massacre in Githurai. So instead of going and talking to those people and telling them what is your listening to their concern, you just send police officers to shoot them anyhowly, and that was very bad. And the government did not talk about it. But let me just mention this. There is I think it's a war going on in Congo. We can see our president.
Yeah, they even attacked our embassy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can see our president trying to condemn the bad actions there, but his own country hawezi zima moto na kunawaka kuliko hata Congo. So that is very bad, and we can see that he's not responsible for any. He's not responsible for us. We can see he's not that is not having any responsibility in our country. Huwezi enda kusema we are condemning the actions in Congo, where else in our country it's even burning.
Your house is burning.
Yeah, you cannot go to say well bila kwako mnachapana na bwana. Na wewe hata
umeumia, umegongwa jicho and you are going to help someone else.
Yeah, you should help yourself first before coming to help
solve your
one.
problem.
Yeah, it's like seeing there is a Bible verse say that you cannot see something. I don't know what they say.
Like you want to pick something in someone's eye, and your own eye has a lot. You need to take off. You need to make sure your own is okay before you go to your neighbors or your someone.
Yeah, so we see the issue of insecurity in Kenya is rising every day, and we don't know where to go. And also today there was protest in Nairobi. Sijui wanataka kupeleka vitu wapi. Like in Kenya it's a protest after protest. Hakuna kupumzika, tunapumzika binguni.
Yeah, but we just know that everything will be fine, and we need to encourage ourselves, and we know by our citizens having that voice, our government will see how to help. And we are hoping that all will be fine. We are crying to our president to see how to help people, like get jobs, make sure that things like health is improved, SHA has been a problem since they started it. So we are hoping that people should get medical attention without having problems because they are paying for it.
Taxes,
and also our lecturers, we want our teachers to be in class, our doctors. We are just praying for everything to be okay. Yes.
So meantime, I would love to tell our Kenyans tutaendelea kusafa. But anyway, binguni tutaenda. Now we are not suffering in heaven, but we are very sorry for what is happening in our country. It's very disgusting. It's not a good action, or it's not a good picture that we are showing out there. That's why even Trump is even trying to
reduce the aid.
Or he's trying to run away from the aid, because even if they try giving us msaada, wao wenye wanapewa msaada wanazieka kwa mifuko, and that is very bad, because they are not even showing respect for people who are giving us the aid, the help, if it's maybe financially, any kind of help. So I think that's a very good, very bad picture that we are portraying to people who are trying to help us, and we should continue condemning such actions. As I said before, the government wanaona to the tunes watu wanaeka, lakini hawaoni malalamiko ya mtu. Hawawezi ona malalamiko ya mtu, lakini wanaona hizo cartoons. So that's the same energy that they are using to see the cartoons. They should use it to see why we are complaining, to reduce the cost of living. And the thing we have in Kenya is we have very selfish leaders, because they only think about their stomachs. Unapewa pesa ya msaada. Let me talk of MCAs. There's a time, I don't know if they have been paid. Kuna wakati hawako wanalipwa. Sometimes I don't blame people for taking the money into their pockets, because you cannot stay for 4 days or 4 months, you're not getting paid, lakini unapewa pesa za projects. Here
of course you have to touch
that money. You have to not to do project, but first huwezi enda kufanya project na hujalipa nyumba, hujalipia watoto school fees. So the government should normalize paying people on time,
to prevent
all these problems. And we should have I think we should have selfless leaders who don't think about themselves, but think about the legacy that they are going to maybe ile legacy wataacha, maybe like even in the European countries. In the Europe, you find, for example, in the United Kingdom, some I used to read the documentaries, and I could see that the Prime Minister can go to any hospital because he has delivered the services. He can go to any public hospital because he has delivered the but let me use for example the government of Murang'a County. He's called Kangata. He's doing a very good job, but sometimes we need to say we need to give credit where it is deserved. He's doing a good job as compared to other leaders. He has actually brought Kangata Care. That's it's a health cover that is covering
patients.
Patients.
It's a private one.
But that's for Murang'a people. I think other counties should actually Murang'a. That's why I'm saying it should be the capital city of Kenya, because it's doing well. Some parts, of course, not everywhere, like our constituency.
I think we need to come and see your secret there, so that we can share it with other citizens in Kenya. So that we can get idea and share it. Thank you very much. I didn't know that.
He has the Kangata Care, and it's covering people. But the same times I do ask myself, if sorry to say this, and it's not going to happen, but if Kangata gets sick, can he go to Murang'a County Hospital? No, because he has not fully. In fact, he's doing very good. We have a new face of Murang'a County Hospital. It's a level 5, I think, or level 4. There is a new face. He has renovated the hospital with the help of Akina. We call them Akina Gashusha Manoa. He's the CEC, Youth and Culture, with the help of other leaders. Wamaua, he's the MP Maragwa, another incredible leaders we have in Murang'a County. I think if he falls sick today, he cannot go to Murang'a County Hospital because he has not fully delivered. Get my point? He has not fully delivered the services that should be there. But I think we are trying. They are really trying. Personally, he's trying to bring Murang'a mpaka wakati atakuwa, for example, of course, health sometimes you never know when you're going to get ill.
Yes.
Ataenda hapo nasikia yenyewe I am very comfortable to be treated here because I have delivered the services and we have everything. So I think the government leaders or the government officials that we elected should deliver the services, especially in health sector, in education sector, and also transport sector, and many other things that we need as Kenyans. Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, so do you have anything else, or that is it?
Yeah, so I have some closing remarks
to Gen Zs.
To Gen Zs. We are not going to surrender until the government hears out our cries. We are not going to surrender for anything. We are not going to relent, and we must get back to the streets again if they're not going to do what Kenyans want, not the Gen Zs. Because the moment I suffer as a youth, you're also going to suffer as a millennial or the...
Yes.
Yeah. We are suffering, all of us.
It affects all of us.
Yeah. Generally, it's affecting everybody.
Yeah.
But now it's the time for Gen Z. Huenda huko nje. There is the Itugati, we call them Itugazi. That is a very it's a Kikuyu name. You can't understand it. I would call everybody tuungane mikono.
Yes.
Let's condemn the bad governance in our country. And the moment the government is being condemned, let them use a very good strategy to make sure to silence people. Rather than killing them, rather than abducting them, because the issue of abduction, as we said before, has really risen up, and it's not we even afraid. Hatutaki kurudi kwa zile era za Moi, ukiongea unashikwa. So hatutaki kurudi huko. So the government should have a strategy on how to tell people wacheni maandamano, to cool them down.
And this is what we are going to do. Absolutely. And this is what we are doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So
So I would urge the youth to continue participating on the protest.
Yes.
In a very amicable manner. Let us go to the streets.
Yes.
Where if need be, let the government
let
listen
it be
to
a
us.
Peaceful demonstration.
But you
so
see,
that they can hear our cry.
Yeah, Lillian.
And act.
You see, we go outside there, we are very peaceful, but the government try to use the very forces, like the tear gas. They were using another, I don't know what it was, wanaosha watu na mamaji hivi, and that makes the demonstration not to be a peaceful demonstration. Of course, the Gen Zs, I think we have a special or a unique way of doing things. We go peaceful, hatuibi, but there are goons who are sent to go and destroy people's property so that the blame can lie on the Gen Zs. So I think it's the government to work on how they can stop the protest. Yeah, so we can have peaceful protest. So before I finish, I would love to thank everybody who was tuned in. And ningetaka kusalimia watu wote, people called Fansugu. They do sell shoes. They do sell a very quality shoes hapo Thika. Na wanakutengenezea, wanachukua kiatu yako.
So we can one day we can promote them.
Yeah, we can promote.
Promote their business.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. So thank you very much, Beula. And as we come to the end of today's discussion, tonight's discussion, one thing is clear, that student safety is not just a request. It's not a request, it's a right. So we need to make sure that we protect them, and also we make sure that we are so sorry for that, our viewers. So we need to make sure that we protect our own. Make sure we put enough police to patrol, because it's not about only students, it's also for the local businesses, our old people, our senior citizens. They need to be protected. We don't want to be seeing such kind of incidents, students stopping going to school because of something that can be protected. So we urge our government to come in and see how they can help. So thank you very much for today, and I'm happy to see you, and I know you will come again.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
And to all our viewers, I thank you very much for your time. I know it is late, but at least you are here, and I know you heard us. You heard us, and we are going to read your comments so that we see how next time we will share we want through through Sauti Mzalendo, people can come in and see and hear our cry.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. We'll be doing more and more lives, so that anytime you get a notification, please tune in. And don't forget to subscribe to our Mzalendo TV channel. It is a news channel, Kenyan news channel. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, share our live or any video that you feel it is interesting to you, and also you can like. I'm happy, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Bella. That's it.